Hello, my dear students of 10th class, boys and girls. A very good morning to all of you. Let us start our session 14. Okay, today's session 14, we learned history chapter 7. Already we have started in the previous session. 13 we already started. So we're going to continue that print culture and modern world history. Is it clear? So as usual, as it's customary, please stand up at your places, at your residences, and stand attention position. Yes, yeah, you fellow. Yes, you boy. You girl. Yes, you stand attention position. Yes. As a mark of respect, it is your duty to stand in attention position as a mark of respect of National Song of India. Is it clear to all of you? So just stand at your places. And here is the and that is the national song you sang. Now keep standing and wait for the oath. You have to take a oath because you have to respect your parents. Is it not? You're not in school now, so there's no question of respecting teachers now. You are in parents, so take the oath that you respect your parents. So wait for that.
India is my country.
India is my country.
All Indians are my brothers and sisters.
Are my brothers and sisters.
I love my country
I love my country
and I am proud of
and I am proud of
its rich
its
and varied heritage.
heritage.
I shall always strive
I shall always strive
to be worthy of it.
to be worthy of it.
I shall give my parents,
I shall give my parents,
teachers,
teachers,
and all elders
and all elders
respect
respect
and treat everyone
and treat everyone
with courtesy.
with courtesy
To my country
to my country
and my people.
Now here is the GK question of today. General awareness question of today is, who is the chairman of Rajya Sabha? Who is the chairman of Rajya Sabha? This is today's general awareness question. Is it clear? Is it clear to you, all of you? Yes.
and my people.
I pledge my devotion
I pledge my devotion
in their well-being
in their well-being
and prosperity alone
In prosperity alone
lies my happiness.
lies my happiness.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Sit down, my dear students. That is the end of your oath taking or pledge taking ceremony. So let us start our lesson now. Ready? Okay. Are you on the bed or in the table and chair? So, my dear students, sit on your particular place, table and chair, with proper dress, not night dresses and sitting on the bed and listening. Okay, you should have, it is a virtual class. You sit like a student of the class, as you are sitting in class. Okay, so spirit should be there. Okay, then only you can, you're following the virtual class rules. I told you earlier itself when I started, what are the rules to attend the online classes. Okay, remember that. So, okay, means you should get up early in the morning. Early in the morning, that I am also encouraging you to get up early in the morning, take a fresh bath, okay, take breakfast, and wear a proper dress, good dress, not a night dress, and with full hygiene, you should sit in front of the online class, whether your laptop or a mobile or tab, anything is there, without distraction. Nobody should be there with you to distract you. Okay, but the parents should be there. So that under supervision of parents, you should learn. Because we are not there, no. So it's duty of the parent to supervise their child. That they are listening it seriously, not just jumping and just ignoring contents and just listening like that. So you should listen it carefully and learn properly. And we'll write test. And test days are there. You should write the question in the notebook or on the paper, and afterwards give your mobile or tab or laptop to your parents. So parents have duty that they don't see, that they don't ensure there is no unfair methods of copying, etc., or seeing the answers right. This will not take place. If parents are strict, you cannot do that. So it is responsibility to the parents also to see that you don't copy. Okay, so it's better that you give your parents your laptop or your tabs or your mobile phone to your mom or dad before any test. Some students are doing that, I know. Many are doing, most of the students are doing. One or two here and there, they may not do it. For them it is. Okay, so you should not use unfair means during writing exams. For that, listen to that online class again and again, so you get it. Okay, so that should be the idea. So let us start now. Print culture and the modern world. Print culture and the modern world. So print revolution. We'll start from print revolution. As I told you, print was started in China, then went to Japan, then went to Europe. Then in this way, revolution was created. A printing revolution was created in the previous session we have learned it. So now we'll study what is the print revolution, how it spread further, this print revolution. Okay. So thought for the day has to be posted in my personal chat by 12 p.m. From boys, 10th class boys, Chaitanya should post, and 10th class girl, Shanmukha should post. And no other persons are allowed. No other students are allowed. These two only. If you put in time, you get 100 points. If you don't put in time, you get minus 50 marks, 50 points. Is it clear? So be alert. These thoughts are put in the groups, published in groups in order to make you aware, because these thoughts are very good to help you in your life or development. Therefore, you should read those thoughts and think it over and implement in your life, daily life. Okay? So let us start now. Print has transferred the lives of the people. Because of the print, lives of the people have been changed. Lives of the people have changed. People earlier, there is no print, so nobody know what is happening. What are the new ideas? No information, no knowledge. The such things are not there. There is no new information. There is no spread of knowledge. So people life were very much confined to their daily work. Okay, but with the arrival of print, it transferred the lives of the people. Transfer the lives. So presently we are facing transfer the lives. Corona has transferred the lives of the people. Is it not? In the same way, print has transferred the lives of the people. Earlier there was no print, so the life of people are different. Ever since the print has been discovered, it has transferred the lives of the people. How? Changing the relationship. People have changed the relationship to information, the relationship with information, knowledge, and the institutions of and authorities. The relationship, the changes have come in relation with relation to information, in relation to knowledge, and with related to institutions and authorities. Institution authority means church. Institution is church. Institution is mandir. Institution is the mosque. So whatever they tell in the mosque, whatever tell in the temple, what is tell in churches, all will believe, all will tell that is correct, and because no print knowledge, nothing. So whatever the religious leaders telling there, we all used to listen, and we are listening and following it. Is it not? But ever since print started and people started reading these religious books now, they started reading Bible, they will start reading Quran, they started using Gita, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and in this way they're coming to know what are the teachings of religious books. Are the teachings of religious books are same what is been told by the father of the church, okay, the temple priest, and the Maulvi of Masjid, whether they're telling correct or not. People have started questioning it. So what is that? The relationship of the information, relationship has been changing with the institutions, authorities. People are questioning the authorities. If they say make some rule, people used to follow blindly before. But now, if many rules are made, they say that show me that it is according to constitution or not. It is as per rules or not. Okay? So like this, print has transferred the life of the people. They started questioning. They started their way of life has changed. They have way of getting information changed. Way of getting knowledge is changed. Knowledge is spread. So like this, print has created a revolution. The most important revolution took place in print technology is, ever since print is started, is a new group of people came into existence in society. A new group of people came into existence in the society. And that group is the new reading public. A new group came into existence that is called as reading public. New reading public. Earlier they used to read, but not printed matter. So with a new reading public came into existence. What are those type of people? With the printing press, a new reading public came into existence. Earlier, people's books were very costly. It is beyond the reach of the common man. Common man was not reading books because they cannot purchase books and read. Print was not there. Copies cannot be made. Many copies could not be made. If at all, it is very costly. Only rich people were able to read the books. But as soon as the printing press came into existence, when the number of copies can be made very fast and became cheap, books became very cheap. Even the poor people can read the books now. So printing has created a revolution in that a new group of public came into existence in society, and they are the poor people also started reading. Women started reading books. The poor men and women started reading books. Children started reading books. Children books are made specially published specially. So different groups of people started reading books. Poor, women, children, books also came into existence. Why? Printing reduced the cost of books. Because of print technology, cost of the books was reduced, and a common man, poor person also can read books. They were making cheap books, penny books. Penny books mean with 1 penny you can purchase a book. Such type of books were published. Chapman books were known. Chapman books, but also 1 rupee. Okay, so they used to sell in the parking lots or where traffic is stopped in the junctions of the road. There they used to sell these books. So that at reduced cost, people used to get it, and they used to get the knowledge and information, etc. So like this, print created a new revolution, and one of the revolution is it's created a new reading public. Why? Because it became cheap. It reduced the cost of the book. Printing time also was reduced. Thousands and thousands of copies, millions of copies can be printed just by the press of a button. Therefore, you see, newspaper reaches to you early before you get up from the bed. Newspaper is in your home, consisting of 25-30 pages, full pages. So how much time is required to publish? You know that. How much labor is required to publish that? You know, if you do manually, but this is not done manually now. Just pressing the button, thousands and thousands of copies of newspaper comes duly folded by the technology itself. The papers are folded. Not only that, now new technology, the papers are also sanitized and sent nowadays. Because of this corona, papers are sanitized by in the press itself, and they are sent while printing itself. They say sanitizes. So these are what is called as new technology. So printing reduced the time, labor, which is required to produce. Each book requires a lot of time. Each book requires a lot of labor. That all has been reduced. So books have become cheap, and many copies can be made. Printing made many copies of books easily, very easily. Books can be made now. Copies can be made. Earlier the system was not there, therefore books were beyond the reach of many people. As a result of this, reduce the cost of books because of the reduce of time and labor to produce books, because of many copies can be books can be published easily, because of the new reading public. What happened? All the markets are flooded with books now. You see any market, there is a bookshop. Not only book, many bookshops are there selling different types of books. So you can say, because of the printing technology, because of the print revolution, because of the new reading public, markets are flooded with books, different types of books, of different languages, of different tastes. Books are on cooking, books are on short stories, book stories, sensational stories. Okay, every interest is kept in regard with printing books. All tastes are kept in mind when printing books, and all types of books are found. All subject books are found. All types of print material is there now. It created a culture. In this way, it created a culture of reading. It created a culture. Start reading instead of passing time here and there. People start reading book. New culture started among people. They started reading books, and this culture was there very strong when there are no mobile phones, when there are no TV, when there are no laptops, when there are no other equipments. Those days, people used to read, the culture of the people used to read books. Newspapers, they used to devote most of the time in reading newspapers and books. As I told you, transformation of life. With the arrival of mobile phone, with the arrival of idiot box, television, with the arrival of tabs and other mass communication, people have changed the culture of reading itself. They have forgotten the culture of reading. This culture of reading here, what is mentioned here, it is created a culture of reading. Means those days when there was no TV, or mobile phones, or tab, people used to devote the time in reading books and papers and pamphlets. Okay, so this has also changed again. Further it is changed now because of the revolution in the mass communication. Okay, so this way, let us go further. What is the how the print has created revolution? Common people lived in the world of oral culture those days. When print was not there, oral culture means what people are telling, what intellectual people, so-called intellectual people, what they tell. People used to believe that. People used to know to get the knowledge from the intellectual people. As I told you, most of the intellectual people, those who are in place of religion. Okay, place of worship, they were, those places were there. In those places, intellectuals were there. Oral culture was given, and people, rich people only was able to read. Only reading was only confined to rich people. Only rich people can read books. Common people could not read the books, and they have to depend on oral culture. Oral means somebody is telling and listening, or somebody is reading the books and you are listening. Such type of culture was there earlier when printing was not invented. When there was no revolution of print. With the revolution of print, now oral culture has gone. Common people heard sacred texts. Common people means poor people. Those days when print was not there, they used to hear the holy text. Holy means that is the Holy Bible, Holy Quran, Holy Gita. Okay, they used to learn that. People used to hear the text, holy text from them. The rich people or some people read out that, intellectuals read out, and they used to listen it. Ballads were recited. Ballads means dancing and telling stories. Now also, many people during the Sankranti time, they come to the doors and they sing song. And they sing they don't sing songs. These are traditional songs in which they tell the story of your village or a custom. They tell the story of one of your customs. So that is called ballads. Ballads means while dancing, telling a story, reciting a story, singing song, reciting a story. While singing song and while dancing, singing song. In that song and dancing, you try to explain the people the moral, explain a moral or a story. So people used to listen very carefully those days. But nowadays nobody bothers to listen this type of ballads and etc. People used to listen folk tales, especially the mothers, old mothers those days. They used to tell folk tales to their children. Their children were very interested because no books for them to read. So whatever the grandmother or mother tells them the story, they are called as folk tales, and they were told by the those days, not nowadays, those days, for the previous generation, about 50 years back or 60 years back generation. Folk tales was the children were very much fond of folk tales, means stories. This was narrated in this way, knowledge was transferred orally. So when printing technology was not there, common people used to hear the holy texts which are read out very loudly, and they used to get the knowledge from the ballads and recitation of ballads and the folk tales. In this way, by this they improved their knowledge, and this way knowledge was transferred orally, okay, in the society. But this has all changed but nowadays not like this. Nowadays it is completely transformed. Print technology, print revolution has completely changed this method of transfer of knowledge. Before the age of print, before print came into existence, books were not only expensive, but could not be produced in sufficient numbers. As I told you earlier also, ever since print revolution began, before print revolution began, books were very, very expensive. Only rich people could purchase it. And there were no sufficient copies also. No technology to make sufficient copies. So that type of system was there. So print created revolution, and we can now purchase books at less cost and in sufficient numbers. Books can be printed. Now because of this print, my dear students, because of this print, religious debates and fear of printing started. As I told you, religious debates, just now I touched earlier, whatever the Maulvi is telling in the masjid, or the father is preaching in the churches, or the priest is preaching in temple, all that because of those, because of that, because of that, and because of the print, debate started. What is a debate? Whether they are telling correct or not. Whether preaching is done correctly according to the religious books or not. Debate started. People started questioning the teachings of intellectuals, religious intellectuals, because now print is there. They are reading the print, and that now they got any number of Bibles you want, any number of Quran you want, any number of copies of Gita you want. It is on in the market. You can take it out and read it, and you can know what is exactly written in the book, and whether the same thing is told by the preachers. So like this debate has started because of print. Religious debates have started, and people started getting fear of printing, because who is fearing from printing? Those people who are not spreading the correct teachings which are given in the holy books or any other matter, who are misguiding the people through myth. Not a lot of myths are there regarding corona. A lot of myth is there. Okay, we should drink hot water and corona will go. Okay, we should take sanitizer. If we drink sanitizer, this will go. What is that? Corona will go. If you drink sanitizer, what happens? The same day, person will die. Within minutes, the person will die. The sanitizer only to sanitize your hands. You cannot sanitize your body. In body also, you need not to put. Only hands, that's all. So, there are some myths are there. And because of how the myths have been removed? Because of print only. You read the newspapers, you come to know what some of the myths have been broken by the scientists about corona and prevention and not spreading, etc. Okay. So, that is like this. Because of the print revolution, religious debate started, and there was a fear of printing. People are afraid of printing. Okay, some intellectuals who were spreading wrong ideas, they were fear of printing. Okay, up now they were ruling. Suppose British government is there, British government is telling something for Indians has to listen. There is no rule book to know that is correct or not. For example, Government of India Act 1935 was the Constitution of India when the British were ruling India. Now, while ruling, if anything they are doing, any rule is broken, then the British government is to treat badly Indians. But how can we know that we broken the rule or not? Because the rule book, we don't know where it is, and our number of copies also less. But now, during the lockdown, rules are there. If you come out, you will be beaten by the policeman. You cannot, if you question, you see the rule book is there, papers is there, newspaper is there, TV, everywhere they are telling what are the rules of lockdown. You should not come out, you should stay indoors. So like this. So print, people got knowledge about how to behave in lockdown. And the fear of printing here also. Fear of printing means here that only. Those intellectuals or those who so-called intellectuals, they started getting fear of printing, because they thought that now people will question our teachings, will question our ideology. So we'll study about one of the questioning was done by one person about Roman Catholic Church. That is in a syllabus. I shall tell you in this session only. So what happened? Print created religious debate. Print created this possibility of wide circulation of ideas. Ideas of the people started circulating because of the print. Anybody can print anything. Your idea, your mind, what is in your mind, you can print it. And what is in your mind when you print it, it became a matter of discussion. It became a matter of debate. Debate and discussion. People started discussing on various aspects which are printed in the newspaper. Okay, you see any topic, just printed in newspaper or in a magazine, people start discussing on that. People start debating on that. Debating means somebody is telling this correct, somebody is telling wrong. Somebody is telling negative point on that, some are telling positive points on that. So debate starts. So because of what way this happened? Because of the printing technology, because of the print revolution, circulation of ideas has been getting printed, and these getting circulated in society, and it has changed the society into debate and discussion. New world has been started in the society. The new world of debate and discussion has started in society. Because some discuss, some agree on that, some may not, some may disagree. Books made people to think differently. Okay. Earlier, people used to think, they never know, they did not get a chance to think differently. If you think differently, you'll be punished. It was offense. But now, because of the books, because of the printing technology, people could think differently on any aspect, and you can express your view differently also. And disagree with the established norms of religion, especially about religion. About religion, people earlier used to blindly believe the norms of religion, the rules and regulation of religion. Okay, they used to just generally blindly believe whatever the religious head tells. But ever since books have started, people start thinking differently, comparing other religions, and they are disagreeing on the norm, rules which are established in a particular religion. So let us see what are those. So this is the print, about print, who are responsible for the print, etc. Okay, print culture, about print culture. So about these things you're going to read now. Okay, in the next slide, whenever it comes, I'll let you know and explain you on that. Not everyone, as I told you, not everyone welcome the print books. Print books were not welcomed by everybody. The society, print books were not welcomed by everybody. As I told you, there was a fear. Why? Because of the fear. Intellectual people got fear. Because of the fear that they will not be able to control over the printed matter. The printed matter cannot be controlled now. And people may rebel who are spreading the thoughts of religion. The person who is spreading the thought of religion, some may agree the thoughts, some may not agree, and some may rebel out. There may be Yadu Turgata. Rebel means Yadu Turgata in Telugu. There may be Yadu Turgata, okay, of thoughts of religion. So therefore, on the basis of thoughts of religion, people may revolt. People may say, no, I'll not listen. I'll not listen to your advice. I will do according to my wishes in the religion. That type of fear was there about printing books, printed matter. If this happens, if these all things happen, their authority of the valuable literature would be destroyed. Up to now, when printing technology was not there, there was a great authority. People used to respect the valuable literature. But ever since printing started, new ideas started, new knowledge started, new knowledge spread, new things spread, new invention took place, new discovery took place. People thought there was a danger to the valuable literature. That the valuable literature may be destroyed by these new things. The example now comes here. See, in example, what I'm told just now, I give an example here. It's in your syllabus. Okay, this is not to hurt any religion. Okay, this is not to hurt any religion. I again warn here, the students. It is in the syllabus. What is in your syllabus? I'm telling here. Nothing from my side. Okay. So in 1517. In 1517, there was a religious reformer called as Martin Luther. Whatever given in the Bible, he tell no. Some of the provisions of Bible, the preaching of Bible is not correct. So in 1870, the religious reformer, his name is Martin Luther. He wrote a book book name is 95 Theses. Very important question for board exam. Who wrote 95 Theses? Answer is Martin Luther. Okay. When this new thesis were written? 1517. Okay. What is 95 Theses? It is a ideas of the book on ideas given by religious ideas given by Martin Luther. So such type one more questions come here. So okay. So we are reading now an example of how a section of people did not welcome the printing books wholeheartedly because of this reason only. In 1517, the religious reformer Martin Luther wrote a book called as 95 Theses. What he wrote in this book? Very sensitive matter he wrote. Criticizing the many of the practice and rituals of Roman Catholic Church. It is in your book. It's not my wording, my dear students. Again, I'm warning you, my dear students. It is not my words. It is the words of the book and the syllabus of NCRT that the social reformer Martin Luther, in his book 95 Theses, has criticized many of the practice and rules, the rituals of Roman Catholic Church. Those days, Roman Catholic Church was very great. Whatever the things are told in Roman Catholic Church by the father or the preacher there, all have to obey those practice and rules and regulations. There is no questioning the rules and regulations. But as I told you, when print came to existence, so one of the social reformers called as Martin Luther, he wrote a book called as 95 Theses. In this book, he criticized many of the rules, practices, and rituals of Roman Catholic Church. Not only that, a printed copy of 95 Theses. In these 95 Theses, they wrote something wrong about Roman Catholic Church. No, that copy was also printed on the church door. On the church door, 95 Theses was printed, was pasted there. What is this? Very dangerous, no? And in Wittenberg, this on the church door, Roman Catholic Church, there was a Roman Catholic Church, on the doors of the church, Roman Catholic Church, Martin Luther's ideology of religion, criticizing the many practices and rituals of Roman Catholic Church, was pasted. And in that pasted matter, it challenged the church to debate on this. It told, what are my ideas? Whatever the ideas he given in the Roman 95 Theses, he's also challenge. I will challenge this in the church. The church come for the Roman Catholic Church come for the discussion on this debate. I'm ready for the debate. He challenged it. He challenged his ideas, which is given in 95 Theses. Roman Martin Luther Martin Luther, a social reformer, so religious reformer, not social, a religious reformer, right in 95 Theses, and challenge the church that he is ready to debate what he told in what his ideas which he gave in the Roman 95 Theses. He is ready for challenge and discussion. And because of this, what happened? Because of this, the revolution started. This led to division within the church. Now, in the church, there are two people. One supporting the religious ideas of Martin Luther in 95 Theses. One supporting, one condemning, one group condemning the ideas given by Martin Luther in 95 Theses. So, like this, church was divided into two groups. With the division of church, a new beginning of Protestant Reformation started. Protestant Reformation started. Now there are two groups in Christianity. Okay, one is the Catholic Church. Catholic is the one, and Protestant is one group. Catholic is one group, and Protestant is one group. Is it clear? So like this, the group came into existence in Christianity. Next is your Martin Luther. Again, what he did? Martin Luther's translation of New Testament. So there is the Bible also, the New Testament. These are the religious books of Christianity, New Testament. Sold 500 copies in a week. So Martin Luther's translation of the New Testament is the Bible. Bible is also there for the Catholics. New Testament is for the Protestants. It was sold 500 copies or 5,000 copies were sold within a week. People want to know what is the exact thing written by Martin Luther. Then because of this, because his ideas were, because of these ideas, some of the church people, they agree with the ideas and some were not agreeing, and there was division and there was a Reformation movement. For this, Martin Luther very, very thankful for the print. He was so much thankful with the print that he said, what he said? Printing is the ultimate gift of God and the greatest one. Exam also discussion will come. Question they'll give you. Printing is the ultimate gift of God and the greatest one. Explain. You have to answer this with that. First, you have to answer this. This quotation was written by, was said by, not it was said by Martin Luther. Then you tell what I told in this entire slide about Martin Luther. Many scholars think that print brought about a new intellectual atmosphere because of this. Many learned people, many scholars, many learned people thought that yes, print has brought about a new intellectual atmosphere, a new way of life, new people, new intellectual people came into existence, and they spread new ideas, and which led to reformation. Reformation means society has changed. Okay, because of the print, society has changed. Because of print, also before earlier there was sati system was there, no? You know what is sati system? That is, when the husband dies, wife also should die in the same fire. But that system has been removed. Why? Because of this. Scholars, because of the intellectual atmosphere change, now they are condemning such type of ideas. New ideas they are spread, and this way society is reformed. Now there is no such type of sati happening nowadays. There is no child marriages nowadays. Because of the reformation of society only. New intellectual atmosphere is created, and this new intellectual atmosphere is condemning child marriages, sati system, okay, dowry system, okay, all these systems they are removing and they are reforming the society. Is it clear? Then print and dissent. Dissent here means anger. Dissent, dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction, dissent. The word meaning here, dissent means dissatisfaction or anger. Now, why people are angry with the print? Why people are not why people are dissatisfied with the print? Some of the people in society are so much anger with the print that the print literature has created such a situation that those who support a particular ideology, they have been executed. They have been given the punishment of execution. They are given the punishment of execution. Okay, so let us see how is that. What is that execution? Okay, listen carefully. Who is the person who was executed? Okay, listen carefully. Okay, you can drink a glass of water. Those who want to drink a glass of water, sip water, sip it. 2 minutes, 2 seconds I'll give you. 2 seconds only. Don't get up. I told you to keep a water bottle with you or a glass of water with you. Sip that, but don't get up. Take a lot of time. Just 2 seconds I'm giving you. Okay, now time is over. So, okay, now you are refreshed. Okay. Print made popular religious literature, religious book, to interrupt in their own faith. This is not a new thing for you. I told you earlier also. Because of the print, you can have your own faith. Print made popular religious literature. So whatever the things are in the religion, that has been made very popular in the society. And you can interrupt the religious text as per your own faith. As per your own faith. Okay. In 16th century, one more example is given here. How there was anger about print. Okay, earlier I told you the anger of print of Martin Luther's 95 Thesis. Now second anger here, dissent. How people are dissatisfied with the print. In 16th century, Monacho, he is a miller. He works in a mill. Miller means he works in mill. In 16th century, a person called as Monacho, who is a miller in the mill. His job is to work in mill. That's why he's called miller. He began to read books which are available in his locality. Okay, understood? In 16th century, there is a person named called a miller called as, his job is to work in mills. His name was Monacho. A tongue twister again here. Okay, Monacho. He was a miller, and he started reading books which are available only in his locality. Only in his locality. Very clear? Now this person who started reading books in the locality, he reinterpreted the message of Bible. This Monacho, he reinterpreted, means they got different meaning. Reinterpreted means taking the different meaning. He took out the different meaning, he reinterpreted the message of Bible. What is given in Bible, the message of the Bible, he took out different meaning of that. He took the different meaning of that. Okay? He took the different meaning of that. And because of he took different meaning of what is given in the Bible, so he gave his own view of God. He gave his own view of creation. So, it's Monacho. He reinterpreted the message of Bible and gave his own view of God. What is God and about Jesus Christ? He gave his own view. And creation, how the God is created, how human beings are created, that he gave his own creation. That anchored Roman Catholic Church. Because of his message, reinterpreted as Monacho and reinterpreted, took out different meaning of Bible. This created anger among the Roman Catholic Church. Roman Catholic Church became very angry on this. So they want to take action against him. When Roman Catholic began its Inquisition means questioning, a period of prolonged and intensive questioning. Questioning means interrogating. The policeman, if you go to the police station, if you have done any offense, they interrogate you. Okay? Interrogate you. That is called Inquisition here, means a long period of time for intensive questioning. He was questioned. Many questions he was asked on his ideas. Why he reinterpreted the message of Bible, why he did such things. So Roman Catholics started beginning questioning, and that is not questioning for a small time. For a long period of time, they started questioning, and they did intensive questioning, vast questioning they did. Inquisition means asking intensively, questioning intensively for a long period of time. And to repress heretical ideas. Heretical ideas means believing in or practicing religious things. Okay? Believing or practicing religious things. Heretical ideas. That is called heretical ideas. So when Roman Catholic began its Inquisition, questioning for a long time, to repress the heretical ideas, to stop such type of practicing of religion, to repress the practice, whatever has been practiced in a particular religion, to stop that heretical ideas. Heretical ideas means believing in or practicing in religious ideas. Okay, but it's called heretical. So for this, after a lot of questioning, a lot of inquiry, they came to the conclusion that this Monacchio should be executed. He was punished. Such was the dissent, such was the anger that Roman Catholic Church punished Monacchio for writing, for reinterpreting the message which is given in the Bible, and for giving his own view of God and his creation. He was executed. He was punished by execution. Execution means he was killed. He was given the punishment of killing. Roman Church were troubled now, were disturbed by such effects of popular readings and questioning the faith. Now Roman Catholic Church was very much in confusion, was very much troubled. That how these people are now started questioning the faith. People started questioning the Christianity. People started questioning the God. People started giving their own view of God. People started giving their own view of creation. So such type of things made a lot of worry for the Roman Catholic Church. So for this purpose, for this Roman Catholic took one step. What is took step? It imposed severe control. It imposed severe control means severe laws were made and controlling that nobody should publish book according to their own wishes. Lot of rules and regulations were made to control the publishers and booksellers. Okay, it took out lot of rules and regulation. It made lot of rules and regulation which were very severe rules and regulations were made in those days to control publishers of books and booksellers. And also not only that, they also started making index. They started maintaining index of prohibited books. Those books which have been published and which are bringing bad name to Roman Catholic Church, and against the spirit of Bible. If anybody is purchasing that book, they should write these books in this index. Index of prohibited books means index of books which are forbidden, which are not to be read, which are not to be circulated. Index was made by Roman Catholic Church in 1558 to stop such type of publication of books and selling of books. To have a severe control over the publishers and booksellers, Roman Catholics started maintaining index of prohibited books from 1558. Here prohibited books means those books which should not be read, not permitted, not allowed. Okay. Not allowed. The books which are not allowed to be read. Books are harmful, which are not required to be read by the society. Such types of books are called prohibited books. Not allowed to be read in the public, not allowed to publish the books, not allowed to sell those books are called as prohibited books. If anybody is publishing such books, that book's name and author's name was maintain an index, and that index was called as index of prohibited books, and they should take action accordingly. Okay, so that was the print and how dissent was there how print brought dissent among the society. And that is the end of session 14. Okay, and I shall meet you in the session. I shall meet you in session 15. The lesson not over. Some more concepts of print culture we shall learn in the next session. Okay. So let us stand up now. Let us have national anthem and complete our today's task. Stand up.
Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkal Banga हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय
Okay, thank you very much for standing for 52 seconds. Because it is a duty to stand as a mark of respect of national anthem. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you again, once again. Have a nice day. Prepare for your STs. Stay indoors. Stay safe. Wear your masks. Maintain social distancing when you come outside. Okay, this is the rule of these days. There is a change in, or there is a transformation of society. So we have to follow the new rules of society. Okay, that's all. Bye.